Well, it's Wednesday and we're back on Melrose Mountain. It's 59 degrees and it's foggy, and we're having some rain. I never know whether it's fog or whether it's clouds hanging down over the mountain, but either way, we can't see the other side of the lake. In South Carolina this year, they've already had 49 inches of rain, where the average for a whole year is 47. So that's in 8 months, they've already had more than the average yearly rainfall. In Hillsborough County, you normally have 46 inches of rain in a year, and you've already had 38. And it's easy to complain about rain, isn't it? It's easy to complain about the conditions and the weather. Sometimes I don't think we see the total picture that God sees. As a matter of fact, this past Sunday in Sunday school, we were talking about the tongue and what a hard thing it is to control and how much damage it can do. And that reminded me of Job in his dealings with his wife in chapter 2, verse 9. It says, "Then his wife said to him, 'Do you still hold to your faith and integrity? Curse God and die.' And he said to her, 'You speak of one as a foolish woman speaks. Shall we indeed accept the good from God and not accept the adversity?'" In all of this, Job did not sin with his lips. Well, Job really knew how to control his lips, didn't he? But I thought about that. Shall we not accept the good and the adversity from God? And I wondered if we saw the whole picture, not the homes that are flooded and not those crops that are destroyed by too much rain, but if we saw the whole picture. Did God send so much rain this year to purify the air because of the pollution that we create? Did God send that much rain because he wanted to purify the soil, washing impurities way down deep into the core of the earth? Do we really know what God's doing? Do we really understand? And even if it's for adversity, do we accept the good but not accept the adversity? It's a good question, isn't it? Could we see the whole picture? Maybe there's a purpose for all of this rain. Maybe a good purpose for all of this rain. Maybe far exceeding the value exceeds the damage that's been done. But we don't know, do we? And that's when I started to think about the picture that I took out the front window this morning. The pictures you could see, the fog and how we can barely see our floating dock, much less across the other side of the lake. And as I was looking through the viewfinder, I spotted a little hummingbird. The little hummingbird was sitting on a tree branch, just waiting for me to leave the deck so he could come in and get some nectar from the hummingbird feeders. And I remembered God said, "Consider the birds of the field and the flowers of the field, and how they don't toil and how they don't worry about their supplies or their adversity. They're out there in the rain, and yet they're not complaining." Well, we need to think about that. We need to think about the whole picture, why God may be causing so much rain. Maybe it's for adversity to teach us a lesson, judgment. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just to purify the air and to purify the soil. But regardless of whether it's good or evil, we need to learn how to accept the good and the evil. And we need to remember the birds of the field and remember that they don't toil and they don't spin, and the birds and the flowers are provided for by God, and God will provide for us. So don't worry about today's rain or tomorrow's rain. Just think about the goodness of God and how he's got it all under control. And we need to accept the adversity along with the good. God bless you and have a great day.